Hi, I'm Melissa Kwee. I'm learning to love God and love my neighbor as myself. I think growing up, I've always been a very typical eldest child. You kind of are mommy's helper. You get things organized, and people need help. You sort it out. When I left NVPC into much better hands and very, very good team, there was only really one thing that I felt convicted to pursue. And that was this question: would you learn how to be a good neighbor? Instead of reading about it, studying it, visiting it, having an I-it relationship with that, how could I have a I-you relationship? Being a neighbor means that I'm not there to fix anybody or anything. It's just to understand, to come alongside, to celebrate each other's gifts, to share what we have, and to make a good place for us all to live together. I think for those of us who have power and privilege, I think the first thing is not to judge yourself. Giving can be abused and become insidious and undermining of other people, but I want to believe that 99.99999% of the time that's actually unintentional. That's not what people want to do. It's what people do out of best intentions. The check I think that we all have to have for ourselves is how do we pause? How do we reflect on why we're responding to a situation? Are we taking into account asking and listening to others? I think when we can take an inquiring and a humble posture and really listen to what is needed, what is said, and maybe what is even unsaid. I think that staying the course, though, is the most important thing. And I would always tell my team that when we want to grow a giving culture and we want to create a city of good, all we need to do is have somebody take the first step. I want to acknowledge that actually there's a lot of times that philanthropy is very quiet and unreported. There is an impulse in every human being's spirit to give. It shows up mostly for our own families. My hope is that we can expand that circle. We know that philanthropy in Singapore is growing in terms of money. It's shifting when it comes to time, because time is money for so many people. At the end of the day, people need to want to pause and even just start asking the questions. So I hope that we pause more. I hope that we ask one question and I hope that we ask another question after that.